The video I fancy making this morning is to capture thoughts whilst out in a beautiful frosty environment where it's just a privilege and an honour to be witnessing one of those mornings where the frost has been crystallised onto all the plants and the whiteness is so stunning. The first video I've made is a surprise to me because the words came, I was surprised, and I didn't know quite what I would say, but the words fell from my mouth, and that's what I intend for these, which is that what wants to be said comes. And that's why it's a video journal, not a YouTube video. And in watching back what I had said, I could see the flashing of the dashboard, red light reflecting, and that's okay because my intention with videos is not to make them so that they are the perfect video. I do make videos sometimes, and I do then intend to make them as well as possible, and I edit them, put music on, and who knows, maybe I will edit some of these. But equally, I would rather that the point of these videos for me is to capture and journal thoughts, and I am trying to become less perfectionist, which I'm not all the time, but I therefore don't want to be making videos that encourage that practice. I want to make videos that help me to say what comes to mind, and that then gives me the freedom to make the video because I don't have to be the best yoga teacher, I don't have to have the best explanation, I don't need to necessarily even be accurate. I will make content, and I don't even like that word, I will make recordings that are my voice saying what comes to mind, and what comes to mind may not be accurate because if I'm learning as I am, I find that there is a big gap between what you read, which makes sense and was written and produced by people who know what they're talking about. There's a big gap between that and what I remember. I might understand it when I read it, or I might not because it's new and it contains concepts that I'm not familiar with, and it contains a foreign language of Sanskrit, and it's not necessarily fitting in a framework of things that I previously knew anything of. So I try and understand it, but then can I memorize it? Definitely not. It's not something that I can read once, remember forever. And so give it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 hours, 10 hours, 5 days, 10 days, my absorption of it is probably quite low. But by practicing it, both trying to learn it in order to share it, but also in practicing it in my body by doing classes, that's what I will speak to, because what sinks in is the content that I will be able to voice. And then I want to make a video that is in the moment, wherever I am, without worrying about how I look or how I sound. And that's the gentlest form of video that I can think of at the moment. What I may include is beautiful scenery, if I'm in beautiful scenery, and I may include music if I believe that there was something I can say that would sound better with music behind it. But I think mostly I will prefer to create a video that is as spontaneous as the thoughts are, that contains the thoughts as they come, and become more practiced at finding words to say out loud.